The scenario we're going to be playing today is called Fire Support. It is number 4 from the 2015 package, and in this one it has Kill Box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 for dominating the friendly flag. You get 1 control point for controlling the enemy flag, and you can dominate also for 2, but it's being contested by the enemy objective, which you can also destroy for 1 point. Alright, so I got a game in, and it turned out that, you know what, I've been doing my Cygnar for a bit. I thought I'd actually change things up. So I decided to take out my circle, and in this game here, I'm going to be playing with Epic Kaya. I actually used to play with Epic Kaya a whole bunch, and it's been a while, so it'll be nice to bring her out again. Otherwise, on the other side, blurry picture as always, but this is going to be up against Stryker. This is actually like the super old classic model, and interesting build with a whole bunch of like the storm things. Alright, so overall, looking at the terrain, it's a real mix going around, but he won the initiative and he wanted to go first. I decided I want to take this side, and after he deployed, it really looked like the left flag is going to be what I want to go after. A lot of his things are at the other one. I should be able to very quickly overwhelm the troops he does have on the left side, and then kind of go for that with scenario. So I believe that if I do my alpha strike with my feet correctly, knock out quite a bit of things, then I might be able just to start scoring on my flag defensively and force him to me. But we'll kind of see if that works. Something with this list here, guys, is in the past, I've had the pure blood rather than the rip horn, so we'll see if this change is going to be a good one or not. Alright, this is after both turn ones, because they're really just running. He has Arcane Shield up, currently up onto the right Stormblades, and up onto, well, both units of Stormblades have Arcane Shield, so as they're going rushing up. Otherwise, for my first turn then, in response to this, and I was really happy to see that one Stormclad go to the right, so now it really looks like he's really focusing on the right side. I go up and I put Forced Evolution on a Getorix, so he hits really, really hard. Of course, Shadow Pack is up. All my guys get to run for free because, hooray. By the way, my objective is Bunker, because a lot of other things just won't really help me. And yeah, we're going to kind of see what he does. Now, on the right side, I was actually kind of worried because I was Shadow Pack up. He can't really shoot me. However, he does have Assault. And those Stormblades, after they move up 8 inches, you know, they could then be within 5 to shoot me. So I was a little bit more cautious on the right side than I normally would have been. Alright, so on his turn, though, he totally changes. So on his turn, too, this is going to be his feet turn. He drops the Arcane Shield from the right Stormblades, and he puts it onto the gray Stormclad, and both those Stormclads just bomb over to the left side. So, like, wow, that was right in my face. The Stormblades then on the left kind of move up. I could have countercharged one, but then he could have charged me with the Stormblade Captain. I didn't want to have that, so I stayed back. Otherwise, on the right side, a little bit of advance, nothing overly, you know, committal. He's really kind of pushing up there on the left. I'm guessing what he wants me to do is really try and go after his jacks on the left, fail, and then he'll kind of like sweep up, clean up on the right side, and yeah, bad times. So with Arcane Shield and the feet up onto the gray one, I just can't take that out. However, I could take out the painted Stormclad. You know, with Getorix is POW 17, 19 we work for strength. Then if I go with the Forced Evolution, that is going to be going up to 21. And with Primal, that is POW 23. So he can still do some pretty nasty damage. He's on the other side of the forest. That's a problem because for some reason I don't have Pathfinder, but I do, we took out the laser, I do have line of sight to that one gunner, so I could charge him and then buy attacks, so that's going to be kind of my plan. Now, the plan all went to hell, and that's really because I went with Kaya first, and then found that I wasn't actually in range, or like I didn't do Laris first. So I can't put out Dogpile, which gives things charging it Pathfinder, so I had to kind of go and like trample over instead. But really how this all worked then is that I trampled over after primaling it up. I also primaled up the Stalker too, because I thought I'd need it. And it came over, really beat up that one Stormclad. Getorix brought down just one box, teleported back to me here. Then a Gnarlhorn went, slammed that guy, the Stormclad, hoping to destroy it and to kill the guys behind. But I was only able to kill one of the Stormblades and then just knock him down. I couldn't do that last damage. Then the Primal Stalker went in. It killed 3 of the Stormblades on the left. Not really worth primaling it. That was a mistake. So, of course, with the feat, they come back to me. I had to really respect the range of that Stormclad. So, a little bit farther back here. Maybe farther back than I should have. But the Feral Geist is over there so that when he goes crazy, Getorix and the Stalker will just hit my Feral Geist, won't really care. And meanwhile, I do have still some forces on the right, the Riphorn and the other Stalker, just saying, okay, you can go after a flag, but then I'm going to hit you hard. So on his turn, luckily for me, he gets some pretty bad luck. So what happens here is that he starts charging my objective. Now I forgot that the Stormblade Captain gives Relentless, so whereas I thought he was only going to get like 1 Stormblade on me, he got quite a few onto my objective, but he rolled garbage. So garbage, in fact, that after all these POW 15s charged, I still had 3 boxes on the objective. So after that, he was actually being very careful not to let me counter slam, but then he activated the Stormclad, it charged, and then it got into a spot where I could slam, and I just slammed him right back to that building. Not really any damage because there's Arcane Shield on it, but it is knocked down. Now I'm contesting with both the objective and the Gnarlhorn, so yeah, that worked out great for me. Really bad dice for him, and good luck for me. Otherwise, it looks like this. So Stryker's making his move. The really damaged Stormclad, it's the blue one on the right. Rowdy's right behind. And Stryker's on a flag. So he's going to get 1. But, I mean, had he destroyed my objective and not proc the counter slam, he could be at 3 points already. So I'm pretty lucky right now that he's only at 1. Now, he didn't really do very much damage to me otherwise, but he is in a very strong position right now. Because here's the double issue I have. On the left, I need to be contesting that flag. But whatever is contesting that flag will be within charge distance of that Stormclad. And remember, I will not have Getorix or the left Stalker this turn. So that's really a big issue. On the right side, I really need to get into that flag. I need a shutdown scenario bad, and so I'm hoping to kill both heavies, but I'm going to have to somehow kill off that one of those lead Stormblades first so I can actually get in there. And if I can, I think I can primal up the right Stalker, put on Forced Evolution, and destroy both those heavies. And if I do that and run the Riphorn to a spot where it's contesting, because I can't charge because that little wall will clip where I want it to be, then I'll be sitting okay as long as he doesn't destroy both heavies. Alright, so the way I let this work is that, I mean, both the Getorix and the Stalker on the left frenzy, they hit a ghost, nobody cares. On the right, I go up with Laris, and then using Kaya, I switch over Forced Evolution to the Stalker, like I said. I use Muzzle to kill that one model. He actually has Rupert, but he didn't make it goddamn tough the whole game. But I kill the model in the way. The Gorax puts Primal onto the right Stalker. That Stalker charges in. And now it's my turn to have a little bit of bad dice, but he was able to destroy both heavies. You know, one was on one box, but that's a really big deal. The Riphorn just runs in to be contesting and being to tie up some guys. On the left side, this turn took me a long time to try and figure out what to do, but this is what I did. The Gnarlhorn goes up, does a power attack two-handed throw to throw one of the Stormblades at the captain. I kill the Stormblade, not the captain, but at least he's knocked down so he can't charge. And then the ghost, the Feral Geist, is far enough back that if he kills me, I can repossess and maybe hopefully contest. But Either way, the following turn, I'll then have Getrix and the Stalker, so I think I should be okay as long as he doesn't kill both my heavies on the right. Now, over here, wow, so much for him killing 2 heavies. He did almost nothing. I forgot about the whole thing about having Forced Evolution being Defense 16 on a Stalker, and that meant he missed pretty much everything. Now, he could have gone for an Earthquake or something like that, knocked down some of his own guys, and maybe that would have been the better thing to do, but he really just missed everything here. Now, of course, the Rip Horn, he didn't miss there. He did some pretty good damage, and he left me with about 6 boxes left, but either way, I now have both heavies here, and that's pretty bad for him. Meanwhile, on the left here, again, worked out fairly well. He destroys my objective. He starts making some attacks on my Gnarlhorn, rolling really bad. Again, I should say this too. The Riphorn on the right only survived because his dice attacks were garbage. But over here, it really messes up for him where he comes in here. Eventually, the Stormclad charges in. Is able to destroy me, but then I just kind of possess my own Gnarlhorn, and he's not able to finish it off. You know, like, he even tries, like, charging in Silas and stuff like that, but the Gnarlhorn does not die on the left, but he did destroy the objective, so he is now at 2 points to 0, and this is what it looks like. Now, at this point, he's like, well, I should probably throw in the towel, because it's going to go bad, but I said, okay, let's wait, because as bad as it's probably going to be, you know, let's just see what the dice say. And the dice kind of worked out for me. So the Stalker on the right, of course, he auto-frenzies because of Primal. He kills one guy. Again, he doesn't make a single tough this game because why not? The Riphorn, it kills a bunch of guys on the right. Alaris comes over, kills a guy on the right. So really, the Stormblades are decimated. The right flank's looking really bad. Getrix, he gets primaled and he charges in and he destroys the Stormclad, and then after some other attacks, I destroy everything over here other than the Stormblade Captain and then the Junior and then Stryker. So at this point here, now it's like, okay, we might as well call it, but he's like, no, well, let's just finish this off. So over here, the Stormblade Captain comes over, goes for a charge, misses, but now he's in a good spot where he can be hit with an Earthquake to knock these guys down. So Stryker knocks these guys down, charges in, and again, bad dice, just keep on being bad dice, and he does fail to kill the Stalker. Which, I mean, if he killed the Stalker, okay, maybe. I mean, Junior charged in, he really threw everything he could at it, but it survived with like 4 boxes or something like that. So, after all that's done, I mean, on the right side, he really did nothing. Even Rupert's charging in, just trying to kill even the Riphorn, but no such luck. And, of course, we saw what happened on the left side. So, then on my turn, it's pretty easy. The Gorax just comes over, does a boosted headbutt, boosts the hit, of course, knocks him down, and then we were talking about how bad his dice were. When I bought attacks with the Gorax, he was rolling like a 12 and an 11 and just cranking damage. I mean, really, by the time that Kaya charged in, Stryker was pretty much dead. So just kind of adding some insult to injury, and that's the game. Now, of course, the game could have been more different if he would have destroyed the objective, not gotten the Gnarlhorn in there, been up 3 points. That would have been a lot tougher to deal with. He would have probably then played a lot more different, going more for the right side. But then again, the way that the dice went and the way I was able to take out both heavies, you know what? It would have been tough. I think I still could have stalled the scenario, but man, it would have been pretty scary. So, interesting game. Let me know what you guys thought of the game and of the lists, and we'll catch next time. Bye.